What's up, King? You think you dominant. Why you think you dominant? You think you dominant because you yell. You think you dominant because you get angry and you feel you in control when you angry. You only losing your power. And I'm gonna explain why. So we often confuse anger, um, we often confuse yelling with having power, with a certain dominance. Um, and I say all that because I'm here to help you. You only losing your power. You only weakening yourself. And I know I said that in the last clip, but I gotta elaborate on that because it's that real. If you call yourself powerful, if you call yourself a king, and you look at yourself as royalty, and you have to fulfill those properties. But you can't half-ass it. You gotta fulfill it 100%. And I say this because it's an old saying that says the loudest in the room, blank, blank, blank. But you notice every one of those sayings of the loudest in the room, it never ends with a good quote. The loudest in the room be the softest person there. The loudest in the room be the weakest person there. The loudest in the room be the scariest person there. The loudest in the room be the most fearful person. So when you sitting there yelling, thinking you in control, guess what? You the loudest in the room. Oh man, you don't like how you losing your power, do you? Well, stand up for yourself. You know, you're not a certain dominance when you yell. You a certain dominance when you. Okay, you got it. You can brush that shit off your shoulders, because you know 9 times out of 10, when you angry, somebody is triggering you, and they know that they're triggering you to take your power. Because the minute you get angry is the minute you get weak, especially if you don't know how to use it. And 9 times out of 10, if you watching this, you don't know how to use your anger. You don't even know how to use your human emotions. You know, you probably still think you only got 6 senses. But I'm here to tell you, you're not a certain dominance when you yell. You're not taking, you losing your power. And the only reason you feel like you're a certain dominance is because of childhood trauma. A lot of us went through that. You never had a chance to speak. You never had a chance to speak. And when you were right, you never had a chance to speak when you were right. You probably got beat when you were right, when you spoke out. So over time, all that trauma, you don't want to speak no more. You don't know how to just speak calmly. Because you weren't spoken calmly too when you were told not to even speak in the first fucking place. So I'm here to tell you, yeah, you are a king. Yeah, you are a god. You are powerful. But you can lose that power just as fast as you gain that power. And the fastest way to lose your power is anger. Because that's the weakest state of emotion. One of the weakest states of emotion. You think it's love because you're vulnerable. No, we move in love. Everything moves in love. These trees love me dearly. You hear me? Everything moves in love, man. Even when people love to not love, they love to do that. So I say this because you only feel this way because you never got a chance to speak, King. Now you got a chance to speak. Now you got a chance to really assert dominance. But don't assert dominance from trauma. You didn't learn the natural way of dominance. And that ain't even no dominance at all. That ain't even the wrong way of dominance. You're not dominant when you yelling, when you angry. You're not in control. And if you is, it's like trapping. That shit temporary. It's gonna catch up to you. Only one way in, one way out. Just like this motherfucking road I'm on. One way in, one way out. So if you call yourself powerful, you look at yourself as a highly, I can't even say intuitive, just a highly vibrational person. You look at yourself as a king, and you gotta fulfill these properties. I might make a part 2, man. If y'all want me to explain more, I will. But I'm telling you, King, you only yell, you're only angry because you probably never got a chance to speak. You only feel like when you yelling and you angry, the room get quiet. Now that's because of your childhood trauma. The room will get 10 times more quiet, and you will get 10 times more respect. You will be well respected from being kind, from being calm. You ain't gotta be calm. You ain't gotta be too kind. Be calm. Let that person know, nah, I'm gonna be me regardless. You can't get my power. You can't get me mad. Only thing you can do is make me more happier. You get what I'm saying? I love you all. I'm proud of you all. Peace to all my guys and goddesses, man. I appreciate y'all.